We seem to be live and everything seems to be working as it should. And this is still Sam & Max Season 3, The Devil's Playhouse for the PC, and this is gonna be the final episode, Episode 5, The City That Dares Not Sleep. Let's get started. And, oops, let me plug in my headphones. There we go. Is it normal? Ah, yeah. Usually there's music here. Giant Max Rampage enters second week.
Ah, there you are, my friends. I'm so glad you could make it back for our final chapter. It has been 1 week since the tragic turn of events that transformed Max from irrepressible scam to rampaging behemoth. Even now, he cuts a swath of destruction through the Upper West Side, releasing hideous spores that feed off the psychic energy of Dream. You might think that this is yet another predictable story of a giant monster attacking Manhattan. But you'd be dead wrong, my friends. This is a mystery story, a tale of treachery and deceit. Watch carefully, my friends, because before our story is complete, one of the characters you see before you will betray Sam and Max. Who is it? That remains to be revealed. I'll join you again at the halfway point to give you one final guess.
One final
But for
guess.
now, you have more pressing concerns. The great
Hey, RNG.
Max Beast,
How's
his
it going?
hour come round at last, slouches towards Brooklyn to be born.
Been crazy couple of weeks. Been. But it's over now. Not crazy anymore.
Sleep.
Ooh, what's that?
Reports coming in from downtown. Oh no! The entire neighborhood of Tribeca has fallen asleep.
Those fools! Why did they insist on running that independent film festival?
The creature is destroying the city, and the longer we wait, the more powerful he becomes. As acting president, I'm forced to
Acting
launch
president.
the final imperative.
No, wait. There's still some Max in there. I know it. There's got to be another way.
We've tried everything, sir.
Not quite everything. If you could somehow get a team of highly trained experts inside Max, they might be able to reach his brain and reverse the transformation.
She has hair now
Some
also,
have
by the
already
way.
attempted to get through every point of entry. Some of the attempts were too horrible to even think about.
Yeah, but they've all been avoiding the mother
New
of
apartment,
all
new city, new
officers.
job. Technically
Max's
same
mouth.
job, but just different location.
Enter through the mouth? That's suicide.
Yeah, that can be pretty draining, I
guess
would
it's
imagine.
possible. If you could find a way
Yeah,
to get it to
same
swallow
old,
you whole,
same
there'd be
old.
an opening about 3 meters wide.
Doing just okay.
That would be impossible, even for a computer.
Max used to eat Stinky's Megachomp brats in one gulp, and those aren't much smaller than 3 meters.
Very well, sir. But I can only give you until 6 a.m. At that point, for the good of America, I'll have to launch the attack.
I'm on the case.
Agent
where
Superball
am I gonna
is acting
find
president of the
highly
United
trained
States now.
experts?
Okay, let me get my keyboard a bit closer. There we go. What are you doing here?
Greetings, Sam. As the official representative of the theater district, I offer our full support in this time of crisis.
Mr. Featherly, award-winning actor of stage and sitcom, inventor of the free-range method School of Acting, tastes like himself.
Hiya, Mr. Featherly. Want to join the team and help us save Max?
Unfortunately, I must decline. Union rules, you know. Can't perform inside any theater smaller than 500 seats or any creature larger than 10 stories. And for obvious reasons, I am averse to being eaten.
For obvious reasons.
Hello,
Even though he must be
welcome to
delicious.
the Creature Obliteration and Punishment Society.
Obliteration and punishment? You've got it all wrong. We're trying to help Max.
We will help him to a generous serving of ass whooping.
So if a gibbon had a microchip implanted... Hey, wait a second. What happened to the Crimetron?
She is on an extended weekend getaway with the Bluster Blaster machine.
Ouch.
How does that
How's,
work?
Kurt taking it?
I only want her to be happy is all.
Viruses?
If we could disguise the DeSoto, we could use it as a Trojan horse to sneak into Max's body like a virus and take out any mind worms or whatever it is that's causing this whole thing.
Who's gonna be able to
Please
transform the
don't
DeSoto?
mention
Mama
Trojan
Bosco, maybe?
worms or viruses around us.
Well, what are you guys doing here?
We have pledged our prodigious processing power to devise
Prodigious
an algorithm
processing
that will
power.
save the city, if not the entire universe.
You are welcome.
How long is that going to take?
Estimating. Buffering. Time to completion 3.5 minutes.
Well, that's convenient. Only 3.5 minutes to come up with a solution to the whole thing?
Oh, God, no. It will take 3.5 minutes to come up with the estimate.
Yeah, I would imagine. You know how when you're transferring files in Windows, sometimes it's like calculating the amount of time that it's gonna take, but calculating depending on how many tiny files there could be, that sometimes can take up to 1 minute. Especially if it's trying to read off a really slow type of a storage medium, like an SD card or something like that.
Very
Agent
well.
Superball.
Keep me updated. Yes, sir.
The final imperative.
What was that you were talking about? The final imperative?
A full nuclear strike against former President Max.
Where would you get the equipment for that?
Each of the Maimtrons has been fitted with a nuclear warhead and given a programming upgrade so that their song references are slightly less dated. Also, they can fly now.
A nuclear strike would wipe out all of New York, not to mention kill my formerly little buddy.
Acceptable losses. It's all part of contingency plan 2, devised when Max became president.
Acceptable? How can you say... Wait, contingency plan 2?
Statistical analysis indicated that Max becoming a gargantuan hellbeast was the second most likely outcome.
What was the most likely outcome?
Imagine a scenario involving the worst aspects of the Norse legend of Ragnarok, the Book of Revelations, and Weekend at Bernie's.
Pretty frightening.
Want to join us on the Max Rescue Team President Super Bowl?
Can't, sir. The 28th Amendment specifically forbids the acting president to enter the body of any former president. Besides, I have to stay here to prepare the nuclear strike when you and your team fail.
Thanks for the vote of encouragement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm lashing out. It's just separation anxiety.
Awfully convenient that you're next in line for the presidency right as Max gets turned into a giant monster.
Yes, sir. Convenient. And terrible.
For all we know, it could have been Max's idea, actually.
How bad's the damage, Super Bowl?
As damage goes, it's rather spectacular, sir. The ex-president is the most horrible and destructive creature ever to enter New York, not counting those coming from Long Island. We've had to quarantine the entire island of Manhattan.
So you're saying it's just us, alone against some colorful street gangs and a sewer system full of bloodthirsty chuds, unless we can escape from New York?
Actually, the Chuds have been deployed to secure the perimeter, sir. A little tolerance and appreciation would be nice.
That's a movie. Escape from New York. Mama Bosco.
Rescue Team Mama Bosco?
Sorry, Sam. If this is going to work, you're going to need me operating the radio and monitoring equipment from here.
Paperweight and I will be happy to assist, of course.
We will?
Man up, Paperweight. Sam is going to need someone familiar with creatures of the Dark Dimension.
Makes sense.
That's a good start, but you're going to need 5 more people. A scuba diver, a veterinarian, a psychologist, a dark wizard, and a brain surgeon.
All of these?
Somebody call me.
Who's this? Sybil! And she's pregnant, apparently. Married to Abraham Lincoln, former neighbor of Sam and Max, former psychologist, former brain surgeon, former veterinarian, former dark wizard, former scuba diver. Oh yeah, okay, she is all of these, I guess.
What? Heck no. Seriously, did somebody call me? Harry Molman grabbed my cell phone from me and smashed it.
But...
Oh, all right. I'm in. I'll wait by the car.
Looks like you've got your team, Sam. Now go out there and get Max to eat you.
How did a
sounded better in
stone
my head than out
statue's
loud.
severed head manage to get her pregnant? I want an explanation. We need to know. Assuming it's Abraham Lincoln's statue's severed head's kid in the belly, anyway. Assuming all the above. Use hole? Can I?
Wandering around the Mole Man tunnels is no fun without Max.
Ah.
Let me see. The Upper West Side, Midtown, and the Village are all reporting extensive damage. And
Talk by yourself.
insiders say Greta
I don't
Thread
need
are
to
headed
know
for a
about that.
divorce. What about the children?
Can we get in? Can we get out? I should say. Okay. Oh.
Today is a good day to die.
Abraham Lincoln, reanimated Lincoln Memorial, married the civil pandemic, fourscore
You're
what?
a giant monster attacking the city, am I right, fellas? Now, you all know I'm not one for speeches, but I have prepared a few words. Let's kick that devil bunny's ass. Move out! Hut, 2, 3, 4.
Robots.
Bye, honey. Be careful.
Well, let's catch up with her.
Your eyes are getting very, very heavy.
Oh, hi, Sam. With the modifications I've made to the DeSoto, we should be all set to travel through Max. You'll just need to find a way to get it inside him.
How was your honeymoon?
So, looks like you and Lincoln had an eventful honeymoon.
Oh, it was absolutely magical. He took me back home to D.C. to introduce me to his friends. And then one night, as we were out on the White House lawn, looking at the stars, he just suddenly took me in his... Sam? Sam, are you okay?
What? Oh, sorry. My brain went into shock for a second to prevent permanent damage. Please, go on.
Not much more to tell, really. 13 months later, and here we are.
That was a long honeymoon.
Well, I'm glad you two had a nice honeymoon, even though you must never ever speak of it again in my presence.
Oh, that's sweet. You know, I wanted to thank you and Max for introducing me to Abe, and I know how much you both like new guns, so before I left, I got you both a surprise.
Woo! Gimme! Where is it?
Shut up, not Max. But seriously, Sybil, where is it?
It's in those boxes of stuff I gave you for safekeeping.
Oh.
I guess it's lost then. Spores.
Are those fake Maxes bothering you?
Sleep. Sleep.
Sam, I'm in my 5th trimester here. I couldn't
Fifth
sleep
trimester.
even if I wanted to.
Nice work, Sybil. I
Well,
didn't
she
know
did
you were
say
into cars.
it's been 13
After
months,
college,
so
I got together with a few of my girlfriends, and I know it's a cliche, but we opened a chop shop.
Suction wheels, antibody-proof paint job, and an exhaust system rich in omega-3. And what's that I smell?
I thought you would appreciate that.
Wiener-scented air fresheners.
Sybil, you're the best. Are you sure it's safe for you to go on this mission in your, condition?
Don't worry, Sam. I've talked to the best OBGYNs and the finest classical sculptors, and they all agree that everything's fine. I'm not due for another 2 weeks at least.
Okay.
Okay, see you around, Sybil.
Let me know as soon as you're ready to leave.
If I could get enough speed, I bet I could jump this thing straight into...
Sorry, Sam. The modifications I've made to the DeSoto make it perfect for traveling through Max's innards. But it can't
Maybe. Maybe it'd be half golem, I don't know.
Hiya, pal. What's the rumpus?
Hey, Flint, want to join us inside
I saw
Max's
Sally in the
body?
background.
Good eye, Sam. I've got to beat cheeks while the beating's good.
Okay.
Don't fret, Grandpa. I'll put the pinch on those grifters trying to take you for a ride faster than you can shave a hobo's coin slot. Does he really have to do that? With the lingo getting all disturbing?
And it's always about hobos for some reason.
Ah! Can you not do something about your wee friend here?
He's not so wee anymore.
If you just apologize for calling him short, we could put all this behind us.
It's nae worth it.
Corn
Are you
dogs.
making your diabolically delicious demon dogs?
I really thought they'd bring the city together.
Ah, yeah, true. Max
That
loves
actually
these.
sounds kind of generous, Grandpa Stinky.
I know, especially since everyone in New York would be hooked, and then they'd have to come to my diner to get any more. I'd make a fortune. And now I suppose you expect me to be giving you my super secret recipe.
Well, yeah, that'd help.
All right, there you go.
That's it?
Of course that's it. It's just a recipe. Why do you always have to make things so complicated?
That sounded like lyrics from a song for a second.
Do you want to join us for an action-packed, fantastic voyage inside the body of Max?
Do I? Do I? No!
Oh, come on, Grandpa. Every action rescue team needs an unlikable one who's first to get picked off when the killing starts.
Well, I can't. I'm washing my beard tonight.
What's with the delivery truck?
Obviously, I'm delivering food for the war effort.
I don't see anything in there but a bunch of cornmeal.
That's because these flaming...
I was thinking of Avril Lavigne, not Taylor Swift, but that works too if you like.
Sphincters make us stronger. We regret nothing.
Or Hilary Duff, I don't remember. That was Avril Lavigne.
With your truck out of commission, now what are you going to do?
I'm heading back to my diner while I still have one.
But you'll be crushed, or lulled into a horrible nightmarish sleep by the hideous spores.
Yes, in person,
Play with
essentially.
us, Grandpa. We will whisper sweet stories from the
Bit more
congressional
punk.
record.
I haven't slept
Just
in 3 years,
teensy
and
little
I'm
bit.
about to start now.
At least move your truck. You're parked in a red zone.
If you want it moved, then you'll have to do it yourself.
Have you and Stinky patched things up since your birthday party?
She and that bridge and tunnel and sewer boyfriend of hers are up to something. I guarantee.
Yeah, he's not
they're
dead, by the
going
way,
to
despite the
catch
fact
me by
he fell from
surprise.
such a height.
I think you're being too hard on Sal. I'll bet if you just talked, you'd find out you had a lot in common.
Like what?
Well, you're both almost impossible to kill, you like dark places, and you hiss a lot.
Ah!
Thanks for the recipe, Grandpa
He's right there in
Stinky.
the background. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good
go
luck
talk
with
to
that,
him.
Marmaduke. Now
Marmaduke.
I've got to perfect a recipe of my own.
Okay. One mostly pure pork byproduct, Frank, or substitute. 1 ton cornmeal. 800 gallons of vegetable oil. 1 egg for binding.
The last box of corn dogs in the entire city.
Corn dogs? Gimme, gimme. What? Dog me, Sam. Keep them coming.
Go on, beat it. Those imposters like corn dogs as much as the real Max does. I hope that means the real Max is still somewhere inside that lumbering sack of doom.
Okay. Well, I got a box of corn dogs. If I look at the list now.
It's Grandpa Stinky's recipe for his diabolically
Yeah, whatever. Alright, that doesn't count as a cornmeal, I guess. Yeah, besides that wouldn't be a ton. Ah, but, well, the truck is full of it.
A ton or so of Grandpa Stinky's world-famous ultra-high fructose cornmeal. I don't think I'd be able to carry all of it.
Ah. Okay, well, bummer. You sell...
Hey, Sal! Guess he's still skittish about that whole necking with Girl Stinky, plotting the murder of Grandpa Stinky, and unknowingly contributing to the apocalyptic fever dreams of a mad ventriloquist dummy from the Dark Dimension thing. But what's he doing hanging around Bosco Ted?
Yeah, if I can use the fire escape. Get to the roof like before. Ah. Well, I get a good look.
A city
Hey, the
under
actual
siege.
Satan.
But is it, as some would have you believe, the fault of an out-of-control hell beast, or something far, far worse?
Hey, watch it! You're blocking the light!
Oops, sorry, Jurgen. What's new, Beelzebub?
No time to chat, Sam. I'm doing public relations work that is absolutely crucial to my enterprise.
The father of lies, back in charge of hell following a recent power shakeup, currently pursuing an anti-defamation lawsuit against the creator of this game.
Hell had a public relations department.
We sincerely appreciate your feedback. Now go away.
Go Mets!
From the great pesto flood of 1908 to the premiere of Starlight Express in 1987, New York City is no stranger to tragedy. But this tragedy...
Go Mets! New York rules!
I will cast you into the pit if you walk into frame again.
Freelance police!
Note the lack of tail on the creature, and the tentacles, which are far too busy to be my work.
Shout out to all the Crime Stoppers in the 212.
Clear the scene now if you value your soul.
Sam and Max fans are the best in the world.
Yay! Channel 666. Rescue team, vegetable oil, public relations, Jurgen behind the scenes.
Hey, Satan, want to join our rescue team for fun-filled escapades inside Max's innards?
Now, what could I possibly have to gain from that?
Well, it'd be a lot of fun, and you could just pop us all right inside with your magic powers and stuff. Besides, it's just a good, noble thing to do.
You're not familiar with my previous work, are you?
Any ideas how we could get Max to eat us?
You keep asking me to help you, Sam. I don't believe you understand. I'm kind of a bad guy.
So, that bald spot of yours keeps showing up on camera. Can you guys fix that in post?
What, is it showing? My stylist explicitly guaranteed it wouldn't be visible.
Ah. He dropped the mic.
Satan keeps waving that microphone around like he's some kind of big shot. Satan keeps waving that mic.
Okay, well, I guess I have to talk to him about it at some point.
Hello, Jurgen. Satan's got you as his cameraman now?
Sam, please. I'm a German vampire. Filmmaking is in my blood, as is the blood of several German filmmakers.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, Jurgen, need an assistant director or something?
You wouldn't be able to handle it, Sam. Just between you and me, the talent is insufferable. He keeps telling me, make sure you get my good side. He's Satan. He doesn't have a good side.
Interesting.
He's insufferable,
wardrobe you've got going on there, Jurgen.
Figures you would not understand. The goth look is so 3 years ago. 1900 retro is the look for fall in New York City.
Plus, it's a lot cheaper.
Sam, what happened to you to make you so cynical?
Mind if I scooch on through and get to that water tower?
I cannot deal with more of these delays.
Please, Sam. The lighting is perfect right now. Be a good boy and wait until we're finished here.
Or I guess maybe that's why I have to get him to put the microphone down so I can get to the... how'd you call that? Water tower? Vegetable oil?
It's really important that I get over to that.
Did you know there's a special circle in hell dedicated to people who interrupt me while I'm working?
Point taken. What are you filming here exactly?
It's just a documentary explaining how I had nothing to do with this giant Max attack.
Ah, plausible deniability.
More like protecting my brand. Just look at that psychic lummox. It just sits there eating things. Where's the temptation? Where's the cruel, ironic twist?
I want to go on record saying sorry Max blew up your toy box.
And that's another thing. Devil's toy box? I've never seen the thing before in my life. It's slander, pure and simple.
Yeah, the story I heard was it got left behind by some elder gods or something.
Exactly. Elder gods. They were already gone by the time I got here. And this on me is nothing but character assassination.
Okay. Well, maybe
yeah,
I...
getting a little shine off your horns there. It's throwing off the white balance.
Intolerable. Makeup?
100% pure rapeseed oil.
Ah, it's rapeseed
Mama Bosco
oil?
converted the entire lab to biodiesel. I can't get close to it with that film crew in the way. Satan keeps waving that.
I guess I'll have to...
cast you into the pit if you walk into
I guess I'll have to find a way to get close to it in the end, but if I can't figure it out now, it's alright. Or, hold on. Let me just get to the roof, because if I want to get Max's attention, I think that this could be the only way. But that's not what I wanted to do. But no. I wasn't even walking towards them.
No, these are too delicious to waste. Hey Max, how's the weather up there? You crack me up, little buddy.
All right, Jürgen, let's take it from the top.
Ridiculously sized
Looks like
pothole.
Max has been through here. He must have broken a water main while he was at it.
Well, we've got water here. Yeah, if I want him to pick up the truck of cornmeal.
No, these...
Ah!
Something smells good.
Ah, no, like this maybe.
Come on, Max. Here, boy.
Ah, but he didn't throw it in the water. Hold on.
Corn dogs. They're good and good for you.
Ah, yeah, that makes him move. Ah, there we go. 1 ton of cornmeal in the water. That's part of the recipe already dealt with then. Okay, 1 ton cornmeal. The gallons of pure New York City tap water. I need the vegetable oil that's on the roof. 1 egg. The egg, I guess I could go and try to see if Mr. Featherly can lay one. Well, is he a hen or is he a rooster? I mean, he's male, isn't he? He doesn't lay eggs, I would imagine. 1 mostly pure pork, byproduct frank or substitutes. How about an egg?
Please press or...
That's not what I wanted to do.
I am at your service, Sam.
An egg, please. Egg?
You wouldn't know where I could get an egg, Mr. Featherly.
Oh, I see how this works. Everyone assumes that just because I happen to be poultry, of course I know where to score them some eggs.
It's for a good cause.
Very well. Bear in mind that this is strictly a one-time deal.
Noted.
Me. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Disturbing.
What's the problem?
I can't do this with everyone watching me.
I don't think they're watching you, Mr. Featherly. There's a giant monster attacking the city.
It's good of you to say so, Sam, but my magnetism and stage presence are undeniable. I simply cannot do this until everyone turns around and gives me some privacy. I simply can't help you until you get everyone to turn around and stop watching me.
How do I do that?
Very well. Keep me updated. Yes, sir.
Wow, would you look at that, Agent Superball?
I see nothing of interest, sir.
Ah,
turned
it's
around
not
for
gonna
like
be that
5
easy.
seconds.
That was enough, sir. I saw more than you can imagine. Worlds within worlds.
Okay. Turn around. No, well. Use crime alert.
The real tragedy of Max turning into a giant monster is that this attack is exactly the kind of thing he would love to watch.
Damn it, how am I going to get everyone to turn
Anti-stabilizer
around?
turned out to be a huge letdown. Still a nice conversation piece, though.
Any luck yet, Sam?
Those Flaming Max head things don't seem to be getting into the lab.
For the time being, anyway. I'm playing a recording on a super ultrasonic frequency that keeps them away.
What recording is it?
I can see you!
Ah, I wondered why I was subconsciously being driven into a murderous rage.
Peepers or whatever. The soda poppers or whatever their name was.
Would you guys mind giving Mr. Featherly a little privacy?
Is he going to do something fascinating and disgusting?
We have got to see this. For, science.
Okay, they're really not gonna cooperate. Maybe there's something else I can focus on for the time being. Oh man, okay, get back outside, I suppose. Use the exit. Well, the oil, at least, I know where it is, but wait a second. Maybe I can ask Sybil for advice about the recipe, no? There we go.
Can you help me out with this recipe, Sybil?
Sorry, Sam. I can strip down a DeSoto, psychoanalyze a serial killer, and carry a national monument in my body for 13 months, but I never learned to cook. I don't even own a mixing bowl.
She's carrying a national monument in her belly, apparently.
Nice work, Sybil. I didn't know you were into cars.
Oh, you know, after college, I got together with a few of my girlfriends, and I know it's a cliche, but we opened a chop shop.
But she already said that. Why was it still
paint job and an exhaust system rich in omega-3?
not grayed out?
And what's that I smell?
I thought you would
Yeah,
appreciate
well, we've already been there.
Sybil, now all I've got to do is figure out how to get this wiener-scented mechanical abomination into Max's gaping maw.
We need to make a
see you around,
giant
Sybil.
corn dog.
Let me know as soon as you're ready to leave.
And that's why the stick is there, actually. The ridiculously... How do they call that? Ridiculously sized pothole. It's the stick for the corn dog.
Over here, you can see the so-called hell flames rising behind
Oh,
you.
I have an idea.
But where's the tell, Sam, dear boy? You'll be damned if I let you continue to interrupt.
When they said the camera added 10 pounds, I didn't think that it all went to your jowls.
Oh dear. Makeup.
I was thinking, how can I get rid of him? How can Max...
It hasn't been near water since that time we drove...
But no! I want to swap the microphone for a corn dog. Yeah, there we go.
Sound check!
Is he gonna eat Satan?
Check, check. Succubus, succubus.
Here we go.
Yipe!
Ah, crap, he didn't get him. Ah, well, no, okay, that worked anyway. Okay, well, if it works, that didn't quite go according to plan, but,
Are you okay, Satan? That was quite a fall.
I've had worse, but I can tell when I'm not wanted. Come on, Jurgen.
Oh, thank wickedness, that nightmare is finally over.
Let's go back to hell.
Oh, right.
well, we're that step closer. There was what? The egg, obviously. And what else again? What was that? Ah, yeah, the mostly pure pork byproduct Frank or a substitute. Okay. Where am I gonna find that? Can I get into Stinky's? Or maybe I can't go there anymore.
Boy, I sure do feel tasty today. What with bathing in melted bacon fat all night. Nothing.
What about Sal? What's he doing here?
Hey, Sal. He's probably still smarting from falling down that bottomless pit. I'll come back and talk to him later.
Espresso beans? Where did I get that?
It's my government-issued jar of chocolate-covered espresso beans. Everybody in the city got one to help us stay awake against Max's creepy spores. They were giving out cans of Head Rush brand energy drink, but it all got recalled on account of the high fructose corn syrup and tiny shards of broken glass.
Okay. Where am I gonna find meat? There's nowhere else I can go, just this outside area and inside the lab, I guess. Is there something else on the roof now that these guys are gone? Nah. Yeah, we're close though. Thinking about meat. Or Frank, actually, as they say. Frank sausages are wieners, right?
Looks like the DeSoto is all set for intra-Lagomorph travel.
How can I get inside? Get the air fresheners.
We're going to need to make that digestion proof. The suction coefficients all check out. I just hope the enzyme scrubbers hold up.
If I could get enough speed, I bet I could jump this thing straight into...
Sorry, Sam. The modifications I've made to the DeSoto make it perfect for traveling through Max's innards, but it can't travel on land.
Where can I get the air fresheners?
Looks like the DeSoto was...
Now, where'd that subsonic trepanation drill run off to?
Nah, no more
Okay,
options.
See you around, Sybil.
Let me know as soon as you're ready to leave.
Well, I will probably have to put the DeSoto inside the corn dog anyway, so if I can give the corn dog the scent of wiener, that would work, right?
No, these are too I should probably wash the DeSoto before we take it near Max. It hasn't been near water since that time we drove to...
Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah, the game gives you the answer through a hint anyway.
Come on, Max. Here, boy.
And do, like... Poor Sybil. And do the same thing as before, I guess. No? Is he gonna throw it in the water? Ah, yeah. Well, now it should smell like wiener. No? Boom! There we go. One mostly pure pork byproduct frank or substitute. Now all I need is an egg. How am I gonna do that?
I wonder if I could get one of the cops to take video of Mr. Featherly laying an egg. It'd be a viral video sensation on the internet.
Ah. I need to get the cops involved. The COPS. To be more accurate. Hold on.
Max or no Max, if that monster threatens my new body, he's going down.
Hello, and welcome to the Creature Obliteration and Punishment Society.
Obliteration and punishment? You've got it all wrong. We're trying to help Max.
We will help him to a generous serving of ass whooping.
Ah, yeah, because I need to get them too to turn around, even though they're machines.
Who needs that Crimetron anyway? Am I right?
You shut your mouth. She was an angel designed in California and manufactured in heaven.
I hope you guys are being careful. I hear there's a particularly nasty virus going around.
I swear I have been careful. It was only that one time.
Can never be too careful, guys. You better run a scan or something.
See what you did there?
This will require us to go through a full reboot. We would be unavailable for approximately 30 to 60 seconds.
We'll find some way to manage without you.
That's good to know.
Shutdown commencing. Will I dream?
Just hurry it up.
Okay, that's 60 seconds.
I am...
No, 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 go back. I'm running out of time.
Any luck yet, Sam?
Why are you still working on that destabilizer, Mama Bosco? You got your body back.
I'm still trying to find a way to get Dr. Norrington back to his own dimension.
I need to find a reliable way to turn them all around.
But I think we could use some time apart.
So far, I've only been able to manage quick jumps of around 15 seconds or so.
Sounds neat. I want to watch.
Well, the other guys are turned around for 60 seconds.
Very well. Keep me updated. Yes, sir.
Turn around.
Ooh, is that a rooster laying an egg?
What? Where?
Ah, there we go, there we go.
Finally. It's going to take forever to get my figure back.
Thanks, Super Ball.
I desperately wanted to see that, sir. Ask him if he'll lay another one.
Maybe some other time.
Well, I got an egg. Okay, is that it then? Do we have all the ingredients? Yeah, that was my mistake last time, I guess. Not trying to get the COPS to turn around.
one recipe to rule them all and one egg for binding.
Nerd!
Now, how am I going to find a way to heat this up?
The potion is completed, my brothers! We must feed the host. Blessed corn dogs! Last one in's a stinking parasite!
Ah, well, okay, they do it for me.
It's beautiful.
One giant corn dog. But we're not inside the car, though. All aboard!
Okay, everybody, put your shoes on. It's time to leave.
Disgusting. Paperweight, don't let any of it get in my mouth.
Uh-oh. Hey, Maimtrons, I found a suspicious-looking corn dog just lying here.
It's like lying in a puddle of carnival vomit.
T-17 to base. Commencing bomb disposal. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
All right, let's do this.
What, there's opening credits? The city. Yeah, we're 46 minutes in and we're only getting to the opening credits. The city that dares not sleep. There goes the corn dog. Based on the cherished 80s adult film, totally... crap, I didn't get to read the whole thing. Oops.
Well, here we are in Max's stomach.
Ruminate! Ruminate! Trespassers will be digested!
Ah, cram it, Flame Brain.
GI to brain, GI to brain. Trespassers in the stomach. They look quite delicious.
Fascinating. The psychic feedback from the dark dimension has planted an image in our minds, causing us to perceive the creature's organs as if they were an actual kitchen.
No, this is pretty much what Max's insides have always looked like.
We've got to get up to the brain so we can get out of here, Sam. If we're gonna save Max, we can't waste any time. Plus, I really have to go to the bathroom.
Any ideas,
How are we
Sybil?
gonna get out of here and up to the brain?
He's still trying to digest the DeSoto dog, and that's just empty calories. We need to find a way to get a rush of blood or endorphins or something up to his gray matter.
Now craving. Look at platter. Corn dog. Well, that's all she has to say?
And up to the brain.
He's still... We need to...
Okay, fair enough.
Dr. Norrington, what can we expect to see in here now that Max has become a horrible, twisted abomination escaped from the mouth of madness? No offense.
None taken. Internally, your compatriot should look the same as he always has, just more tentacly. We save the truly bizarre stuff for the outside of our bodies, because it's scarier that way.
Okay. Food processor.
This must be how Max digests stuff.
Like the tender morsels of wayward travelers.
Ugh. I'm an elder god, and even I found that creepy.
Use tube.
If I remember my high school biology, this tube leads up to the brain.
Why isn't it moving?
He just ate us, so he must be going into a food coma.
That's not good. Even when he's not a colossal monster, Max's food comas can last for weeks.
Spice rack.
Digestive enzymes, stomach acids, meat and flesh tenderizers. I never figured Max was such a gourmet.
A vent. A platter. The refrigerator.
This must be where Max stores all the nutritious food that enters his gaping maw before he digests it. I wonder if I should open it.
He's still got a bottle of milk he drank in 1976.
That answers that question. Looks like this vent goes directly to Max's nose, so he can smell food while he's digesting it.
Biology is disgustingly fascinating.
Now craving.
More corn dogs. 1 is too many. 100 is never enough.
Well, talking to them doesn't yield any new items. Examining stuff doesn't yield anything. Well, I have food. Got those espresso beans.
Hope this works. There's enough caffeine in here to make even a film blogger get up and move.
What was that?
Uh-oh.
Hang on, everybody.
Ah. That sort of elevator seems to be working.
Ladies and horrible monsters first. Not you, not Max.
But I'm a horrible monster.
Last stop, the cerebral cortex.
I suppose that Max's brain always looks like a living room, yes?
Well, Max is host to all kinds of weird parasites.
He likes to chill.
He likes to be a good host.
Aha! Well, there's your problem.
Pre-galloping Golgi and lipstick on a Vespa with a leather-bound day planner.
It's mind worms, right? I bet Featherly $50 it was mind worms.
It's a tumor.
Damn it!
Seems to be teeming with dark energy as well. Still, once we've removed it, your friend should pop right down to normal again. They're assuming that's what you really want.
Why is it glowing? Sam, come here and take a closer look.
But we can't just get rid of it while we're inside, because if he shrinks back down to size, that's not gonna help if we're still inside when it happens.
I bet if I touch it here, he'll start speaking with an Australian accent. Yow! It shocked me!
The brain synapses are firing at an alarming rate. The voltage is quite high.
Whoa! God, get away, fake Max!
Do you find my warmth alarming, Sam?
The freaky creature is correct, Sam. We won't be able to operate until you can cut off the power to the brain.
The medulla oblongata acts as kind of a circuit breaker for the brain. If you can cut it off, we can get to work.
Okay then, experts. Where do I find the medulla oblongata?
Perhaps behind this door?
Well, we'll see, I guess. Is there anything else I can
Max's
use in
collection
here?
of ideas for novels, in audiobook on vinyl form. Glad to see he's keeping track of them. He's always coming up with these things, but I assume they just flew out of his tiny, oversaturated brain. That's Max's gripping historical fiction thriller, The Eli Whitney Dilemma. Also, coincidentally, the name of Max's experimental fusion jazz band. The Happenstance at Ghastly Manor. It's a loosely autobiographical story of psychic horror.
And what else?
A Killing Comes to Murdersburg, a Flint paper mystery. Oh, this is the hard-boiled noir fan fiction Max was telling me about. It's Max's heartfelt Inuit coming-of-age story. Are you there, Great Bear Spirit? It's me, Canuchaluk.
Okay. But do I need to put them back in order, or, No, I can't put them back in, so this must serve another purpose. Ah, well, there's a record player.
Professor Robert von Ungwent flashed his ID card at the receptionist of the National Institute of Historical Science. The Professor von Ungwent? Hissed the receptionist. World-famous expert in pre-industrial farming implements? Thank God you've come.
Telephone.
In walked Dr. Daniel
Must be a
DeLiven,
cellular
head of the
phone.
Institute's Ancient Mysteries Department. Robert, you may be my arch-rival
Arm,
nemesis,
stomach.
but only you can crack the code of the
I'm pretty sure these tentacles aren't normal for Max.
The dark matter is slowly transforming Max's entire body. If we don't act quickly, he'll be in this form permanently.
Television, radio.
This must be Max's auditory nerve. Nothing but static. I guess there's nothing around Max right now worth hearing. This low-tech optic nerve will give me a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to literally see the world through Max's eyes.
Fireplace?
Feel the warmth, Sam. Does it make you drowsy?
No, not really.
How about now?
Still no.
There are plates on the mantelpiece with Max on them. But he said something about the door. Can we try? Wait, what?
Where did they?
That can't be good. What? What's happening?
Did everybody get all staticky and find themselves in the stomach again?
I detected a spike in psychic energy coming from the monster. Is everyone okay?
We appear to be in some sort of game room.
You are now at the mercy of the brain, Butterball.
Max must be using his psychic powers to keep us from entering the brain.
Yes, they're very fussy at this age. He's just looking for attention. Better to ignore him.
Okay, that's dumb. But I've got a better idea. If we could put enough electrical current through Max's body, it'd temporarily short out his powers and let us inside the brain.
But that would take a voltage of at least 46 hellijoules.
Hellijoules.
The only place in the city with that much power is the electric plant down in Battery Park.
And we've got to find some way to get control of Max's body and take him downtown.
His legs. I saw the leg thing earlier. The transporter to the legs. Arms, stomach. I saw legs before. This one.
It looks like some kind of exercise room.
Oh, hey, Sam. I think I found the
There's a
manual override
box.
to the leg controls here. I had to rewire some of the nerve endings, but now all I have to do is walk on this treadmill, and we can make Max walk wherever we want.
Great work, Sybil. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What was that?
I didn't say that out loud. Consecrated Kreskin on a communion wafer. She's reading my mind.
I'm not reading your mind, Sam. The brain must be broadcasting your thoughts or something. Just ignore it so we can get to work. Come tell me when you're ready to start moving.
Use practice dummy. Treadmill.
I could put in a few hours on this thing, no problem. Starting next month at the latest. I'm just too busy with work right now.
Don't worry about it, Sam. I've got it all under control. Just give me the signal and we're good to go.
Well, can we go now?
Hiya, Sybil. Oh, God, she's huge.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't say anything. What is she carrying? A baby or a yak calf?
Excuse me? Are you calling me fat?
Fat doesn't cover it. Come to think of it, a circus tent wouldn't cover it.
I'll have you know that I am carrying the miracle of life, the promise of a new generation, and the affirmation of hope. What's your excuse?
Pregnancy. Mind reading. Treadmill.
I think what you're doing is a really wonderful, beautiful thing, Sybil. As long as I don't have to see your mutant human statue offspring. It's very noble of you to bring a new life into the world and usher it to greatness. Or at least usher it into a dark basement or a carnival freak show to live out its freakish existence unseen by normal people. I'm not helping, am I?
Nope.
Again.
I've changed,
More.
Sybil. I totally get the whole parenthood thing now.
You do?
Tax deductions.
Nice. I don't understand at all.
It's not my fault, Sybil. The brain is broadcasting my thoughts.
Maybe it's better this way, now that I know what you really think.
No, it's twisting my thoughts. I think you're just as lovely as the day I met you. Don't think that. Don't think that. Can't you see what's happening, Sybil? The brain is trying to turn us against each other.
Maybe you're right, Sam. We should work together.
But not too close together, because a gravitational pull could flatten me like a pancake.
Okay.
Why don't you hop on that treadmill?
Oh, so you're not even trying to be subtle with the fat comments anymore.
Come on, Sybil. It's going to take all of us working together to save Max. And by the looks of it, you could be doing the work of 5 or 6 of us at least.
Ugh! You just don't understand what I'm going through. Bringing new life into the world.
Well, getting her to help is turning out to be at least as painful as giving birth.
Okay, I guess
see you around, Sybil.
you need to solve something else before that can happen.
Can you believe this guy?
I find the entire situation to be very contrived and misogynistic.
Coming from you, Max. Sorry, but no. Anatomical chart. Come on, have a look at it.
Visible Max. Oh, that's convenient. There's a "You Are Here" marker.
Practice
the sparring
dummy.
dummy inside Max is in a lot better shape than the one on the outside. He has already ripped out the intestines, though. That's awful cute.
Endorphins?
Fuel for the disgusting machine that is Max's body.
I can't pick them up. Carbohydrates.
Max has really got to cut down on the carbs.
Tube to brain. Let's try down that way.
I'm finally seeing it in person. This must be where Max keeps his junk.
Nah, that's a couple of stories down.
There's got to be something in here to take my mind off Sybil's condition.
Yeah, okay. So you have to find something in there that will allow you to get Sybil to get on the treadmill.
It's Max's gigantic money-filled sock. I thought he was lying about that.
You're just too cynical. That's the kind of change I can believe in.
Small change.
It's the Freelance Police Handbook for Racial and Cultural Sensitivity. The commissioner gave it to us because he said we keep reducing people to obvious stereotypes.
Yeah, you know how those British Columbians are.
Yeah, but the commissioner's one of the good ones.
File cabinet.
Ever since he became president, Max has had to carry his birth certificate and all his dental records with him at all times.
Oops, diabetes cereal.
To prove that he was actually born.
Use tube? No. Employee handbook, spare cables.
Hey, it's a big nest of spare audio-video cables. These are just what I need for...
I'm a Roomba now.
The worst thing that could have happened.
How do I become normal again? How do I become normal again?
Is that our old roach farm? No way. I'd forgotten all about that.
Ah, well, okay, that happened. I don't know how I did it, but
It looks like it is. One of the eggs is about to hatch. It's beautiful.
Huh? Papa?
Now I am, little champion. Now I am. Every time I think of that precious new life, I... Go on, play your game without me. I need a moment.
well, now that he has that idea in mind, maybe I can speak to Sybil? There was more stuff I could have examined, but
Maybe Sybil's calmed down. Holy Mount Rushmore! Did she actually get bigger?
Nice.
Come on, Sybil, use the treadmill. For Max's sake.
For Max's sake, how convenient. It has nothing to do with my losing weight.
Well, a few dozen pounds couldn't hurt.
Ugh, Men.
No,
You
that
just
doesn't
don't
seem to have
understand
done
what
it.
I'm going through.
This is pointless.
Really sincere, Sam.
Yeah, well, but that seems to be the right thing, though. If I can just get him to think about it. Can I get the egg or the cockroach or whatever? Bucket of fish.
Ah, I remember that old bucket of fish. Things were so much simpler back then.
Really? Because I remember them being a lot more complicated.
Well, it was a different kind of complexity.
And a lot longer, too. Plus, the voices were...
Okay, Fake Max, we get it.
Something to do about the first game that I never finished. It was a
Max
bad
got
day
me
for
that
our
set
two
of
countries'
mariachi
roots.
songs
Yeah.
for my birthday.
I know. Well, you know, as long as France is out, I'm happy about the results.
Yeah, that's a real exciting story. What are you waiting for, you Pulitzer?
Switzerland delivered, at least on that front, so I can be happy and I rest my case. Well, I'll be rooting for Denmark now, I guess.
Max got me that set of mariachi frogs for my
Well,
birthday.
Belgium didn't play well yesterday. They deserved to lose for how they played in the first half. They could have been a bit more successful in the second half, I suppose, but they just didn't play good in the first half. So they deserved that result, I guess. They didn't deserve any better. And Italy played well, so can't complain.
And Max is there to pick up
Yeah.
after me. We make a good team.
Though Monica, I don't think she cares much about football from what she was saying yesterday. Incribbin. Ah, what can I do with that roach farm?
Hang on, Sam Jr. I'm coming for you.
Can I? No. That's not it, right? Is it?
Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it. Baby shower balloons. Once I show these to Sybil, she'll definitely be...
Ah. What's happening? A cactus.
Max's brain is really starting to chap my hide. Hang on, Sam Jr. I'm coming for you.
I need to transform into something to get to them. Now I'm a Roomba again.
Curse my lack of suction.
Ah.
What's happening?
Hang on.
Help me!
There we go.
Whoops. Oh, well, any cockroach foster son of mine is plenty resilient enough to survive a good vacuuming.
Okay. What can I do?
Hey, watch it!
How do I get back to normal? Come on, I want to get back to normal.
Whoops.
Ah, there we go, I guess. Okay. I got the cockroach. So what, do I use it with Sybil?
Don't worry, Sam Jr. Your foster paw will take care of the Max apocalypse with no problem.
Thinking about getting a Roomba, by the way.
I could survive a nuclear winter.
These sound really convenient.
Keep it cool, Sam. You can do this. Just concentrate on something else. Hi, Jumbo. Darn. After all the great work you've done rewiring the treadmill, you should be the one to operate it.
Well,
I hope she doesn't break it. Never
Come
mind.
on, Max. Sam, sorry.
This is pointless. I'd better stop talking until I can make her think I really care about this whole parenthood thing.
really sincere, Sam.
Nah, we don't. Just a wireless, more traditional, I guess, vacuum cleaner. One that works on battery. Okay.
What is that? A roach? Ugh, gross.
Well, I never.
Don't give it to me, Sam. Take it outside and kill it.
Don't listen to her, Sam Jr. The mean lady is on heavy medication and doesn't know what she's talking about.
Wait a second. You really do care about that roach, don't you?
He's the promise of a future generation. Not that you'd ever understand.
I think I underestimated you, Sam. You really do have the heart of a parent.
And a real parent, not keeper of some half-statue freak show.
And he gets the pregnant lady to run on the treadmill instead of him.
Moving and save Max.
Hallelujah, Sam Jr. Now that we've motivated our fellow Lifebringer, we can control Max's legs and haul his terrifying bulk across the length and/or breadth of the city.
Okay.
Sam, I'm picking up an unusual spike in brainwave activity from Max. Are you trying to take control of him?
Yes, we are. Control Max.
We've got everything under control, Mama Bosco. Rescue team, assume Giant Max form, go.
Motor skills to full power. Neurons and stuff aligned for transphasal plasmic shift or something. Release exhaust. Activate feet and legs.
Manual override active. Go!
Activate hands and arms.
Yay, he's moving!
Sam, you have not unlocked the arms yet.
All right. We can still walk around and stuff though, right?
We suppose, if you don't mind shambling through the city, pointlessly smashing everything in sight.
Can't think of a good reason not to.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Our biosensors are detecting a drop-off in transmotor electrical impulses to the lower quadrant. I'll skip it. Do you want to keep controlling Max or not?
Well, no, I want to try to gain control of the arms since apparently I have to.
I'll stay here.
Ah, crap.
Sam?
I'm done here.
Okay, Sybil, you keep up the good work. Tube to brain. Well, it's a game series, more like. I've already streamed the first 2 seasons. This is the last one. There is no other game after beyond this one. As of right now, anyway, because I believe they are making a new one. They're remaking the originals and working on the new one at the same time, I think. Those are the legs. Well, let's try to gain control of the arms then. The remake of Season 1 is on Switch at the moment. And I believe the remake of Season 2 is coming later this year or something.
Another party member! Oh, this is gonna be the best campaign ever!
Ah, there you are, Sam. Paperweight here believes he's found a way to control the creature's arms.
Yes! We're standing on a network of neurotransmitters, and by forming biogenic connections between them, we can relay electrical impulses from dendrites in the brain to muscle tissue.
Yeah, the short version, yeah.
I can step on these shapes to control the arms.
It's a game of Twister!
Great, let's get to it so we can pick up huge stuff.
You'll have to activate
Minus the
manual
copyright
override
infringement.
first. The impulses come through that machine over there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Max has got some nerve.
Oh, I wanna play.
Wait your turn, Fake Max. It's time to watch a master at work. This is pretty much the worst video game I've ever played.
Left
You
foot
have
on
to
the...
read the command off the screen, Sam. I cannot see it from here.
Left leg brass knuckles.
Left leg
Let
brass...
me know if you need extra appendages, Paperweight. I have tentacles to spare.
I guess the brain has stopped trying to work against us. I was concerned since we're so close to the speech center.
This is going to be easy.
Why is it even giving me choices? Right hand on the pistol?
Wait a second.
Wait, what?
I didn't say that.
Got it. Are you sure that was right? Perhaps you should try again.
This is going really loud. Keep listening to what I say.
Okay. The opposite of what I'm saying is what's actually getting said. Right hand, brass knuckle. I have to say the complete opposite, or what? Left leg on the bullet. So he'll try to get the right hand on something else, I guess. It's the only one that seems to fit, so... Ah, there we go.
You say so.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
No, it's my turn now. We will need to complete 2 more circuits to activate the manual
Circuits.
override.
Circuits. Left foot pistol, right hand bullet.
Left foot pistol.
Got it.
Keep
This
saying...
is just like the final boss battle against Agamemnon in Ultra Shining Quest 2, where you have to use your holy katana 3 times against his exposed other sack to complete the ritual of quickening and...
Don't listen to him, Sam. Stay awake and stay the course.
Well, so... Left hand... Yeah. Not left leg, because it is the leg. So it has to be the opposite. Left hand, bacon.
Almost there! Smashing job, Sam!
Finally. Hooray, we did it. Congratulations. He's gonna say the opposite. No. We did it. No, you did it.
Roger that.
No!
What have you done, Sam?
The arms! They are spasming out of control!
I've been hit. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Error. I'm so caught up in you. Error.
Oh no! The radioactive brain core is exposed!
Your head will collapse, and there's nothing...
What have I done?
And you'll ask yourself, who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? What happened?
Yes! A dentist chasing you with a hatchet, being loaded into the car for a trip to the vet! Oh, delicious.
Sam, you must wake up!
What? What happened?
I must protest! I was savoring a most delectable nightmare.
The radiation is too dangerous for you, Sam. You pass it out.
Evidently, Paperweight and I are immune. Looks like you're stuck with me for another 100 years, eh, Paperweight?
Yes, my master.
We'll go back and resume our studies, but you must find someone else to operate those arm controls.
Oh no, Sam Jr. Are you okay, little guy?
Hello? I'm a roach. We can survive anything.
So much attitude. Must be hitting his teen years. Who do I know who's immune to radiation?
Oh, there's Sal on the outside, but how do we get back outside, though? I mean, he's a cockroach. He'd be able to resist the radiations. But how do we get out of his body now, though? Through the stomach? Back to the DeSoto. No?
We made pretty good time getting to the stomach, considering all the traffic we ran into down the esophagus. We made pretty good time.
No, okay. Or can I talk to some on the outside?
More corn dogs. 1 is too many. 100 is never enough.
Sam, it looks like you're writing a letter. Would you like help?
What?
I mean, it looks like you're trying to control Max. Is that right?
We're going in.
Well, I'd like him to get to, wherever Sal is. Can I? Crumbled, federated, consolidated building. What's that?
Good work, Max. I've never liked this building.
Yeah, what I'm doing now doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. There's an entire city made of nothing but very similar looking buildings. Menace, Bosco Tech Labs.
Hey, is there someone
Yeah,
up
there's
above?
Sal.
This isn't much fun without being able to control Max's arms.
Oh.
Keep me updated, Sam. Are you going?
If you put the little cockroach on the plate with the thing that he's craving.
I need some me time for a while.
No? Is it that simple? You'll see Sal and try to eat Sal?
Sam Jr. like a daughter. But I'll admit, he's an acquired taste.
Yeah, there. No?
Corn dogs. Wait. Madre de Dios! La cucaracha! We must kill
La
her delicious
cucaracha.
cockroaches for the host!
I don't know about this, Stinky. Feels like we got in way over our head.
Don't tell me you're getting cold tarsal pads now, baby.
Cold tarsal
Now that we're
pads.
so close to having everything we ever wanted.
Yeah, that's another thing. It was kind of exciting for the first couple of decades, but I don't think... What's that?
It sounds like something's coming.
Yeah, so anyways, like I was saying...
Hold on!
Poor Stinky. Got rid of our boyfriend.
Never fear, my queen. I've got you
Sorry, Sal, it had to be done. Hello, Sal.
Hiya, Sam. So this is what hell looks like.
Well, kinda, now that you mention it. But we're not in hell.
Really? Because I've done some real bad things.
Girlfriend just heard the audio and was asking what the hell is really playing, and it sounds lewd.
No, we're just a
Not
match
really,
of
no,
stock.
not
If
lewd.
you want to make up for all the bad things you've done, you can help us save the city.
I'll do anything. Well, almost anything. Maybe I better hear what it is first.
Okay, use that video game machine up in the arm controls and read the commands off to Monsieur Paperweight. The brain's going to try to ventriloquize you to say the wrong thing, so...
So I just say the complete opposite, right? Any dope could figure that out.
Okay.
Well, not any dope.
Screaming
I think
noises.
you'd have to be pretty clever to figure that out.
I don't think Twitch would be allowing stuff that's too lewd anyway.
Dynamite. He saw the manual override even faster than you did.
Yeah, well, I did it first.
There you go, Sam. I took care of those arms like you wanted. I'll just get over to Battery Park and you can...
Sal,
What's wrong with him?
You okay, buddy?
Looks like this is the end of my ride after all. Hey, Sam.
But I thought roaches were immune to radiation.
Nah, that's just a urban legend. But I figured that
I
if a
guess
bunch of
so,
people need
yeah.
something,
Catherine Full Body
that
can
kinda
be
weighs
lewd
more
to
than
some
just
extent.
one newly single deadbeat cockroach, you know?
That's beautiful, Sal.
You mostly see people in their underwear, I
before
guess.
it
That's
goes into
the,
your
the, the
biography.
extent to which
Now
it goes.
Get over to that power plant and save the...
No, Sal, no!
Get over to that power plant and save the what, Sal? What? We need to know.
Ah! Poor Sal. He was a good friend. Some IRL streams show a lot of body too. Yeah, well, I don't do that though. pretty sure Twitch guidelines normally say that you can't do that, but if they don't crack the whip, I guess people still do it. Some people. Well, let's...
Nah, I think I'll stay up.
Sam, Max is acting crazy again. Are you trying to control him?
Yep.
Roger that, Mama Bosco.
All right, team. We've only got a few hours left to save Max. Let's do this.
We have the full control of the arms. Go!
Then we're off to Battery Park. Activate feet and legs.
Still active. Go!
Activate hands.
Don't do that.
and
Remember the
arms.
2020 summer
Max
streams?
Rescue team, go!
Do you like to have some Sims, Rudy? Not necessarily, no. Yeah, not in 2020, no. Even last year, I had already understood that you could get in trouble for doing that. So, I don't do that anymore, even if it gets super hot. I need to get to Battery Park. Battery Park. Ah, there we go. Okay. Batteries? Ah, because it's Battery Park, it's batteries.
Strutting sequence engaged. Let's do this with some style.
Never die. Battery.
Electrocution sequence.
It's for your own good, not so little buddy.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
His brain has specs. Muscular brain. Use the tumor.
Ouch! We're not going to be able to take out this tumor until I get into the brain and throw that circuit breaker.
Well, let's get into the brain
That
then.
jolt should have been enough to short out Max's psychic powers. I'm going in.
Not so fast, my friends. Have you solved the mystery? I'll give you one more moment to check your work. Well, the clues to our villain's identity have been laid before you since the moment our story began. Have you figured it out yet? Is it Monsieur Paperweight and his hideous counterpart, Dr. Norrington, refugees from a dimension of pure evil? Or General Skunkape, driven mad by his insatiable lust for the toys of power? Sybil Pandemic, with her... Do you mind? I'm trying to... Oh, now you've just ruined it.
Oh, sorry. But what are
Sorry,
you
Mr.
doing inside
Narrator.
Max's brain?
Inside Max's brain? My dear Sam, I am Max's brain.
Plot twist.
Max's brain is a monochromatic fey British gentleman?
Not the entire brain, perhaps. Just the part that matters. I believe that Freud called it the superego, but I'd hate to sound boastful.
It's like, you're lying, you're evil, treachery, master plan, superego, treachery.
So you were the one using those psychic powers against me?
An unavoidable but entertaining necessity, I'm afraid. We couldn't have you wandering around Max's mind until the buildup of psychic energy had reached a tipping point, now could we?
Maybe?
It was a rhetorical question.
So what's your plan, Brain? To take over the world? Because this world's not going down without a fight.
Take over the world? Why would I want to do that? To prolong my suffering with an endless parade of armpit farts and locker room giggles? No, Sam. I want nothing more than to let it all end. And a psychic explosion that takes out most of the northeastern United States seems a particularly spectacular way to go.
So you're gonna destroy the city just because you're upset Max isn't more highbrow?
Sam. They say that idle hands are the devil's playthings, but there is something far, far worse. An idle mind is the devil's playhouse, a stage for the most vapid, horrible, and destructive stories to be made real.
Deep. And curiously insulting.
Didn't think I'd be able to work the title in, did you?
Yeah, the Devil's Playhouse. Yeah, the title in.
I didn't think Max had a superego.
Yes, well, you're fat. It would seem that neither of us get the respect or attention we deserve.
Well, you don't have to be a jerk about it.
Forgive me, I'm lashing out. But you, of all people, should be able to understand my frustration after years of being partnered with a creature driven by pure id. I always tried to encourage his appreciation of the finer things. Literature, theater, beatboxing. I was always ignored.
Psychic powers?
Are you the cause of Max's psychic powers?
No. The gift was within Max from the beginning. A gift of incalculable power.
It was just shape-shifting and some teleportation. Pretty common stuff, really.
In all the universe, the only power beyond the mind's comprehension is the power of the mind. And how did Max use that power? To explore the mysteries of the infinite? No, to put the smackdown on a host of petty criminals. Such a disappointment. A disappointment
what he did
that
was
will have
good
to be corrected.
It sounds like you're just rationalizing away every evil decision you make just to convince yourself it's right.
Yeah, superego. That's pretty much what I do.
Yeah, point taken.
You're lying!
Oh, very well. I suppose you've forced me to come clean. Sam, I am actually an agent of a much higher power, appearing only to you and Max to guide you in times of crisis. I believe you
It's gonna be
mortals would
turned into a
refer to
joke,
me
isn't it?
as an angel.
Wait, really?
Of course not. That would be stupid.
Yeah, I
am the
thought so.
manifestation of the superego of a psychic rabbit detective mutated into a gigantic beast by a toy box filled with powerful toys from another dimension.
That's 4 episodes summed up.
Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one.
Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna turn off the power. Sybil and Norrington are gonna cut out that tumor, and then you're gonna help us get Max back to normal.
Sam, I couldn't, even if I wanted to.
He's the tumor, isn't he?
Max's power has reached critical levels, and it's only a matter of time until his brain catches fire and explodes, taking most of the eastern United States with it.
Then we'll use his psychic powers.
But how? The toys were all destroyed. All that is left is Max's memories of them. Most of which were destroyed by a sudden jolt of electricity. Oh dear, did you do that? How ironic.
You said most of the powers were destroyed?
Well, there's the astral projector for all the good that will do you.
Looks like a scrapbook. Precious memories. Aw, that's awful cute. Giant Max is even more empty-headed than the regular version.
Astral projection requires there to be a suitable host body on the other end. You can only project into a version of yourself.
Like my great-grandfather?
Exactly. Or
one of the me clones. But all of the clones were quarantined to the reservations on Staten Island.
Oh, there are still a few strays here and there.
Stray dogs, stray Sams. Project from this side. Yeah, city slide. I don't know, I'm just trying out things at the moment.
That didn't work. There must not be any clones of me there.
Yeah, well, what were these things for in the end? I never figured that out. Those records.
We can't control Max now. Everybody's waiting for me outside. It's that astral projection toy we found in our basement.
No, please. You mustn't use Max's psychic powers. It will only speed up our destruction.
Just try and stop me. After you explain to me how it works.
Max in his current form is a bit more simple than he used to be. The projector will only take slides now.
Are there more things that I
This
can
must
use.
be that medulla oblongata everybody's been talking about. That ought to do it. Now Sybil and Norrington can get started on that brain surgery.
Well, I had to do that anyway, so that's not a waste. Use the desk, I don't know.
Good build. Imaginary mahogany.
Do I need to get back out?
Great job, Sam. Just a few quick slices, and then we can get both of these mothers out of Max's brain.
Wait!
Now what's the problem?
It appears that Max's tumor has become infected with dark matter.
But you can make it better, right?
Recall crime fighting. Recall adventuring.
Without Max, I'd be just another grim loner, skulking through the seedy armpits of the city, assaulting crooks and assorted crook-like punks in a humorless, over-narrated fashion. Sure, it'd probably sell like granny panties in a nunnery, but would I be happy? Not really.
No earthly tools can remove dark matter. Believe me, I've tried.
Destroy dark matter. I know, that toy robot I found.
But I thought you guys said that all those psychic toys were destroyed.
Destroyed? Nonsense. I can still sense that blasted thing. Somewhere in the city.
Someone must have retrieved the toy from the Statue of Liberty and reassembled it.
And I think I know exactly who. Our old favorite psychic toy collector, Harry Molman.
You mean General Skunkape, right?
Oh yeah, Skunk Ape. He probably has the robot, doesn't he? I should go find him. To get the robot. Skunk Ape. Yeah.
Can I take control of Max to do that? Oh yeah.
Let's go out on the town and make some new memories for your short-term memory book, Max.
Okay, I need to find some Skunk Ape. Where is he? There. No? Is that him? Yeah, that's his ship.
Think, Max. Remember back when we were trapped on board Skunk Ape's spaceship?
Okay. That saved the game, so I guess now he remembers. I can use the slide.
To the lower quadrant, I'll skip it.
I'm done here. I want to go back.
Now that I made him remember. Yeah, go back inside the brain. I like how it gets to black and white and red. There we go. Project from this side. Skunk Ape's flagship.
I better hope a clone ended up on Skunk Ape's ship somehow. Here goes nothing. Where am I?
What the heck is that?
Oh, nuts. General Skunk Ape must have taken a few of the doppelgangers, simulacra, as souvenirs. No sign of anybody at the controls. He must be in the little space gorilla's room. Now's my chance. Looks like I'm gonna need the help of those not-me's to get out of here.
How? What is that? Ah, okay, that's to signify which one I am, and if I click it, I can go back. Okay, yeah, that's the meaning of it.
Is that what I look like? Well, they say the cloning process adds 10 pounds. Is that what I look?
He even has a thing like, what is it? Hamsters have that sort of thing to drink.
Hey, no fair. How come he gets the hamster wheel?
Describe toothbrush. Take toothbrush. Dog tags.
My clone ID tags. Useful, because I can't even tell us apart. Well, that looks clean enough for now. Maybe later when my OCD starts acting up again.
Yes, OCD. With backdrop? No, not with the backdrop, with the tree.
Well, that looks clean enough for now.
Or the backdrop? I don't know. Hold on. Which one did I try to use it with before?
Well, that looks clean enough for now.
A rock?
That's the rock Harry was lying on when he was trapped in here.
Maybe he hit something under it. No?
It's all covered in mole sweat and too slippery to pick up.
Well, clean
There's
it
gotta
then.
be some other way to move it. I can't see any way this toothbrush would help me move this rock. If only I'd paid more attention during the Olympic curling finals.
My dog tags. What good is that gonna do
if
me?
I lost these, they'd make me have to get my shots again. Hey, no fair.
Yeah, but I want to talk to him. How do I do that?
No, if I lost these, they'd make me have to get my shots again. That seems a little more intimate than I'm comfortable with.
Seems to have power cables in his cell for whatever reason.
That seems a little more green. I always assumed my soul aura would be more maroon.
Green. What's that supposed to mean? Where did that come from?
That seems a little more intimate.
Was that a hint? He said green. What? What do I do?
This tree is made of space fiberglass, but that didn't stop Harry Molman from gnawing on it, apparently. He's a fighter, that one.
What? Day 4 with no sleep. I'm gonna fucking die. What's keeping you from sleeping?
Faded colors, fraying edges.
Hey, there's a hole behind the wall.
Quality meant something in a spaceship. What? It was like that when I got here, honest.
Ah. Use wires.
These wires are running from the other cages. I wonder what they do. Nothing yet.
Can I use the dog tags maybe to short the wires? How's it going, Society Guy, other than being...
If I lost these, they'd make me have to get my shots again.
Than being super tired or something. I had bouts of insomnia a week ago, so I decided my body didn't want to sleep. I wouldn't let it. Oh, you don't want to sleep? Well, you're not getting any sleep. Fuffy.
If I lost these, they'd make me have to get my shots again.
I guess insomnia transforms coffee into Vuffy now.
Well, that looks clean enough for now.
I almost googled ready.com, not gonna lie. That could lead to anything, really. Let me check the link.
These wires are running from the other cages. I wonder what they do. Nothing yet.
Oh my.
I wonder if I can use those floating green pyramids to project into another doppelganger.
Ah?
My third eye is feeling a little itchy and watery. I wonder if I should switch to a different
Ah, you
fresher
can do
clone
that?
body.
Impressive, Rudy. I don't want to know. I'm not clicking on that, that's for sure.
Nothing like looking at copies of yourself naked to make you want to hit the gym.
Attention, recreation period has ended. Do not approach the gyroscopic stabilization controls except in the event of an emergency.
Ah. Can I move to a different body and still keep the keys?
Funny, I didn't notice this fuse box when Max and I were stuck in here before. The exposed delicate electrical wiring of Skunk Ape's spaceship. I'm not going to reach in with my hands. This may not be my real body, but getting electrocuted still hurts.
This is made of metal.
Well, that's an interesting idea, but I'd end up electrocuting myself. Maybe I could mess this thing up from a distance.
From a distance? How?
These puzzles are making me thirsty.
And then spit the water at the thing.
Error. Failure in stabilization controls. Clone HW021S. Commence backup stabilization immediately.
Uh-oh, sounds like that's my cue.
Okay.
Emergency stabilization in effect.
And there's another one that I haven't tried yet, apparently.
I'm already in that body.
Ah. And Sam Prime, what's that then?
Oh no, I'm crippled by self-doubt. Do I really want to leave and go back to my real body?
No, not yet.
No, that was a terrible idea. I'd better stay here.
Yell! I hope this is worth it.
Ah, well, there we go.
Ha-ha! I've escaped your little jail, skunk ape, with nothing more than my wits and some gold lame shorts. Now just hand over that...
LeMay?
Skunk ape?
What was that about?
Where'd everybody go?
Well, do I have any toys of power in there? By the way, does he have any...
There's no sign of skunk ape or Stinky
brain
either.
in his ship now? Stinky's throne. Door to airlock. Upper deck.
What are you doing here? The clones aren't allowed out of their cages.
Is that the voice of the little girl? Gordon's alive?
You don't look like our pal, the alien. Wait a second. I recognize that brain.
Clones aren't supposed to talk.
It's
Wait
Earhart.
a second. I recognize that clone.
Well, hey, Panda, how's it going today?
You're Max.
I know it's Summon Mac.
Wait, Sam. Which one is the dog again?
What is what's left of you doing here?
If you must know, I'm controlling this ship with my mind until I can find a replacement body. And then I will once again rule the Earth, as is my divine right.
Okay. What about the Mole Man? Toy Robot, General Skunkabe, Summon Mac. Stayed up all night, playing World of Warcraft again.
So somebody found a use for your brain after all.
Don't be jealous, dog. Someone will find a use for your brain someday. Burn.
I wouldn't be so cocky. Don't you know what happens to the gifted brains that Skunk Ape uses to control his ship?
You question the power of the great Samun Mac? I will bide my time with General Skunkabe for as long as it serves my purposes. And when the time is right,
No,
I
wow,
will
tonight I
strike like
tried
a
to only
cobra.
play that 2 days a
Or
week now.
At least the brain of a cobra.
What do you do the rest of the time
Take
then?
over exactly. You don't have any weapons.
Weapons? The mighty Samun Mac has no need for weapons.
Well, getting the brain to talk about certain things makes it react.
I've been meaning to ask you, what's your problem with the Mole Men anyway?
Ugh, disgusting, pitiful creatures. All of them.
They weren't so pitiful that they couldn't overthrow you twice.
Nonsense. They caught me off guard is all. And I hadn't stretched
Diablo
first.
2.
And the sun god roll was
And
in
you
my
were on
eyes.
YouTube mostly.
So when you first found the Devil's Toy Box and became feral, the Mole Man overthrew you.
That doesn't mean anything.
And then when you got the ultimate power again to change reality itself, they managed to overthrow you again.
Just you wait. Once I have taken my throne again, I will imprison all of those filthy mole men. And then wipe them out of existence.
Come on, open it.
Now that I think about mole men, I know lots of mole men. There's Harry Moleman, Shavul, who was a mole man, his nephew Doug the Mole Man, Warren Burroughs, Prime Minister of the Mole People, Patton Oswalt.
Go!
Stop that immediately.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Cut it out.
Mole man, mole man, mole man.
For the last time, stop it.
Rabbit season.
I said stop. Wait, weren't you supposed to say mole men?
Ah, there we go.
Damn it.
General Skunkapi, is it time?
What was he doing in here? Also, the personal effects thing, no?
Grandpa Stinky.
What? Oh yes, Earth Dog. I am indeed the elderly stinky human.
Mole processing.
How did you get trapped in the mole processing room? Did Skunk Ape take you prisoner?
No. Everything is fine. I thought this door led to the waste processing chamber.
This is important, Grandpa Stinky. Did Skunk Ape mention where he was going?
Aye, but the General has guaranteed that you Earth creatures will never find him before the domination of... I mean, he did not. I am a cantankerous human. Pah.
Pah. Grandpa Stinky toy
Did
robot?
you notice if Skunk Ape was holding a toy robot that can destroy stuff from the Dark Dimension?
I've got no idea what you're talking about. I've never even heard of the Catonic Destroyer. Except that would be a good name for it. Probably. If it existed. Or if I knew what it was. What was the question again?
Are you all right, Grandpa Stinky? You seem different.
I assure you, I am quite well. And I am in fact your associate, Grandpa Stinky.
Well, okay then.
Thank you for asking, though.
Wait a second. Grandpa Stinky would never be that polite.
You might as well admit it, you know. The freelance police are powerless to stop us anyway.
Very well. Enough with the charade. I am actually the mighty Grey Pipe, mightiest of General Skunkape's warriors.
All right, Mac. Where's Skunk Ape now?
Yeah, there's nothing you could possibly do to make me talk, naked Earth Dog.
Well, I hate to have to do this, but it's for Max's sake, and I'm dressed for it anyway. Prepare yourself for my hypnotic dance of the third degree.
All right, I'll talk.
Okay.
Just make it stop. He's at a warehouse in the southeast end of the featureless warehouse district.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Mama Bosco's cloning chamber.
It's the Hotep Not Clone-Related Industries building. 2348 Doppel Street at Gang Avenue, 212.
Okay.
Okay. He's being really generous with information.
Don't
Okay,
go
well,
anywhere.
we know where it
We'll have more
is. I
questions
suppose I
for you
have to get
later.
back to Max's body and direct him there now.
Time's running out.
Go back. This whole going in and out of the body, teleporting and stuff, that's kind of complicated. Cloning chamber? Where was that? Come on, it was right there. Remember cloning chamber. That's what it said. It's only there when I'm moving. Cloning chamber? Cloning chamber? It only appears when I'm moving or something. Okay, well, he's moving to it now. Okay.
A little off the top, Max. Concentrate, Max. Remember all the wacky hijinks we had in that cloning chamber.
Okay, now if I go back, I should have that slide. Go home.
I need some me time for a while.
Okay, there should be a new slide. Cloning chamber.
I think it's time Skunk Ape discussed this toy robot business. Faced a reasonable facsimile of my face.
Yeah, it's being possessed by an old elder god or something like that. Really tentacly kind. It's Flint's paper!
Yes, yes! I'm so glad to see you're getting along with my unstoppable army of minions, Flint Paper. Play all you want. We'll make more.
Keep laughing, Simeon. Having a sunny personality will make the time go by.
I think he's
faster
kinda
than
handsome.
Sing
Hey, what?
It's a prison.
Ah, no Earth prison can hold me. With my unstoppable army, my newly reformed queen at my side, and the power trapped in this ancient toy robot,
Tentacles.
our plan cannot fail.
You just forgot one thing. The self-destruct sequence.
This cloning chamber doesn't have a self-destruct sequence.
Maybe not, but he does.
Unstable antimatter device detected. Initiating containment protocols.
You can override the bomb. Yes, my queen?
I'm doing it, darling.
Uh-oh. Use tunnel to museum, fog machine.
Looks like some kind of fog machine.
Good eye, Sam. Near as I can make out, Sal turned that on to cover up Stinky's little disappearance.
Blowing up. Oh, lasers!
Good thing I've been practicing my yoga during this whole crisis. It's a big
Granite
hunk of
slab.
rock.
Left over from all the secret tunnels those lovebirds were having the mole people dig to pull off their scheme. She'd do anything to get rid of all that granite.
I need
heard
that
she was
toy.
Selling it in sandwiches.
If only I had more time, I could make it so these minions had cool handlebar mustaches and a natural talent with the sousaphone. It's an old video projector.
It was set up inside the diner, Sam. Turn it on at the right time. Cover it up with enough fog, and you can make it look like anything had just appeared out of thin air.
Fog and the projector. But isn't it still... Yeah, it is still working.
Good.
I don't think it's
It's an old
actually
video
counting
projector.
time
It
down.
was set up inside the diners.
It's an old video.
It was...
Oh, photo?
Hey, I recognize that. That's the cake of the damned. The evil recipe that Grandpa Stinky magically turned into Girl Stinky.
Or so that poor sap Grandpa Stinky was supposed to think.
I'll just call this Exhibit A. Jinkies! It's a closed-circuit TV camera hooked up to that projector.
Right again, Sam. All she had to do was get Sal to hold up a photo at just the right time. And it was easy to make Grandpa Stinky think his magic spell had worked.
It's a big hunk of rock.
Left over from all the secret tunnels those lovebirds were having the mole people dig to pull off their scheme.
Hey! The Devil's Toy Box. The monkeys are the bad guys. They always are.
Salabim.
Sim Sim Salabim.
What? The Devil's Toy Box? How can this be?
The Devil's Toy Box?
And he leaves with the toy.
They said the toy box had been destroyed.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things.
A talking clone? Oh, now I see. You have come to make things difficult for me again. Yes, Sam?
You're under arrest.
Turn yourself in, Skunk Ape. Don't make things any harder on yourself.
Since coming to this dreadful planet, I've been pulled through rock, shot at, imprisoned for decades, attacked by mole men, pummeled by clones, and shot at by an overzealous pulp detective. How could things possibly get harder?
You could do it without the hints turned on? You might as well give up, Skunk Ape. Once Stinky's done with you, you'll be tossed out like yesterday's bacon fat.
Nonsense. She has been madly in love with me from the moment she saw me. Animal magnetism like this. You can't just turn it off, you know?
How do you think I feel?
Toy
Hand
robot.
over that toy robot, and I'll think about turning the toy box over to you.
You're hardly in a position to make demands.
What about the bomb?
Sam? Why should I turn over this toy instead of simply taking what I want?
For 23 bucks and 48 cents.
Because I'll give you all the money I have in freelance police petty cash.
Such a pitiful amount would barely pay for one of my chest waxing sessions.
For good?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Then I'll take my riches as ruler of the universe and donate them to cover my carbon offset.
Because that robot is the only thing that can save my not-so-little buddy.
You Earthlings' dependence on emotion will be your downfall. Well, that and my disintegrator beams.
Because I'll shoot you full of lead if you don't.
Sam, your Earth bullets bounce off my hide like the gentle caress of a refreshing spring rain. But please, do your worst.
Well, this is awkward. I seem to have left my gun in my other pants.
Well,
Because
for
if
the
you
bomb.
don't,
That's
I'll
the right
blow
thing.
up the toy box once and for all.
Yeah, you wouldn't dare. The explosion would destroy you along with half this city.
I'd destroy half of any city to save my best pal. Besides, I'm using a loaner body.
You're serious?
I'm just crazy enough to do it.
No, here! Take the robot. Just keep that bomb away from the toy box.
There! Antimatter bomb disabled. Containment protocols canceled.
What is he doing?
Now I better get this robot into Max's brain before Skunk Ape realizes he's been flamboozled. I can't be wandering through mole tunnels now when there's... I can't be wandering...
But come on.
I can't be wandering... You got everything under control here, Flint?
Ah, this is as easy as picking lice from a hobo's. You hear that? Again with
Picking
the hobo.
lice from a hobo's? Ew.
Don't kill that one, Flint. That's Grandpa Stinky.
No problem, Sam.
It's not even the real Devil's Toy Box. Goodbye, everyone.
Sam to rescue team. Sam to rescue team. Robot acquired. Eat me. Over.
Roger that.
Yo-ho! Toys, toys, toys. Alrighty then.
You'll be able to get rid of that tumor with no problem, right, Sybil?
I don't know, Sam. It looks weird. Check it out.
Sybil's going to need that toy robot to get rid of Max's tumor.
Well, can't I just give it to her?
Hey, I got that robot, and... Skunk Ape must have put it back together himself. Watch that trigger.
Once we blast away that dark matter, we should have enough time to remove the...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think my water just broke.
No! Now's not the time.
Sam, we've got to get out of here. Now.
But Max is...
There is no way I'm having this baby inside a horrible monster!
That horrible monster is my best friend, and we're running out of time to save him. What do we do?
Save Sybil. 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 Save Sybil.
My friends, the most wondrous thing has happened.
It hasn't happened yet, and it's not going to unless we move.
What? Oh, yes, the baby. Whatever. No, my friends, the wondrous thing is that Max has actually committed a selfless act.
Who's this guy?
The narrator.
Of Max's superego.
Makes sense.
That means he's more than just pure id. He's capable of self-sacrifice. I've made a terrible mistake. Max is worth saving after all.
Told you so.
Go, save Sybil. I will stay here and remove this wretched tumor.
But how do we get out of here in time?
Huh? No doubt there's something in here you've overlooked.
Okay, it's in this room, somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it's not the radio.
I'm hearing what Max hears, right down to the irritating subsonic frequencies audible only to lagomorphs and professional bagpipers.
Sybil? Use tumor? Use door to brain?
Sybil's going to need that toy robot to get rid of Max's tumor.
Talk to the narrator.
You're qualified to remove Max's tumor?
Sam, I narrated the entire series of brain surgery for brain deficients on VHS. Of course I know what I'm doing.
If you say so.
Of all the roaches I've known, Sal was the second most human. So what's the quickest way out of a 20-story tall lagomorph?
Save Sybil.
And what if I talk to her?
Breathe, Sybil. Do you need any water? Or hot towels?
Get
or
me out of here!
supplementary mint?
I need for you to get me out of this monster!
Looks comfortable.
Indeed it is, Sam. A brief respite from your adventures would be most reinvigorating, and you'd find yourself all the more amenable to investigative duties for it.
I'm on to you, Fake Max. You and your cheap thesaurus are trying to bore me to sleep. Nothing doing.
That's not him I wanted to talk to, Dr.
Any
Norrington.
ideas how we can get out of here?
None that aren't unspeakably unsanitary, I'm afraid.
Oh, wait. I still haven't used those records. So far, it's the only thing I've had in my inventory that I haven't used yet. So, describe, are you there, great spirit? A killing comes to Murdersburg. And the happenstance at Ghastly Manor? I don't know.
Zack ran down the hallway. The vision's coming fast and furious now. A dumbwaiter spraying torrents of pus. An ocelot wearing lederhosen. A beautiful red-haired woman gets a paper cut on her thumb. But when she tries to use the spray antiseptic, the bottle starts screaming at her in Tagalog. Whatever the vision
Tagalog.
meant, one thing was clear. Something very strange had happened in room 415.
What if I try this one?
Robert turned the crank one last time, and the ghost of Zachary Taylor slowly faded away. Remember what's on the 14-cent first-class airmail stamp from 1922, the Spectre drone before disappearing? The St. Louis Arch, screamed Sophia in excitement. That means we finally solved the mystery. Robert shook his head sadly and spat. No, Sophia, it means you are the long-lost clone of Betsy Ross, and a traitor.
Audiobooks on vinyl.
Knutschluck wiped the last remaining ichor and blubber from his carving knife, then sat down on the one patch of ice not covered by walrus intestines. Why so sad? Asked Paco, his faithful deer-tick companion. It was a clean kill.
So what's the quickest way out of a 20?
But there was no one here to see it.
What's happening? That did something. No?
So what's the quickest way?
Save.
The fireplace?
Cozy.
Feel the warmth, Sam. Does it make you drowsy?
Tear ducts?
Why does Max have tear ducts? I can't remember the last time I saw him cry. Well, except when he was trying to lull his prey into a false sense of security. It won't do any good unless Max is crying, though. This tear duct should be big enough to fit all of us, even Sybil. Man, I cannot get over how huge she is. It won't do any good unless Max is crying, though.
But wasn't he crying just now? Or do I need to put the record on again?
This must be for Max's inner monologue.
Still analog, for the warm, rich sounds you can't get from digital.
Knutschluck was 13, and his body was going through a strange transformation. Hair had begun to pop up in weird places, and a line of razor-sharp quills had sprouted along his spine. Why so sad? Asked Paco. These changes are perfectly normal for an Inuit your age. I know, sobbed Knutschluck, but I was hoping for leathery bat-like wings.
This tear duct should be big enough to fit even Sybil. All right, everybody, let's load up and make a quick getaway.
Oh yeah, because he's crying right now.
Good luck,
so
Max's
does
superego.
that
We're all
solve the
counting on
problem?
you.
Don't worry, Sam. I'll have Max back to his normal, impetuous, wonderful self in 5 minutes. Just go, and hurry.
Sam, you have to get out now. The maintrons will impact in 4 minutes.
Why aren't we moving?
Wait a second. This isn't the tear duct.
Poor pregnant woman.
Well, that was thoroughly unpleasant.
Hey, it's the DeSoto.
Gesundheit!
Let's get you to the hospital, Mrs. Pandemic Lincoln.
Ugh. That's Lincoln Pandemic?
Could you keep it down? Our head is killing us!
Hurry, the brain tumor.
Quick, Giant Max, get out of there. The last Maintron is headed your way.
No, Max. He turned back to normal.
He saved the city. But where did he go?
Well, he shrunk, didn't he? No?
I almost had everything, and then you had to start slobbering over a stupid piece of rock.
For the last time, my queen, I will get you a diner on the next world we conquer. Just get me far away from... Didn't I tell you to get rid of that cell phone already?
Who could possibly be calling me?
Max?
Where did Max go?
Realign the mitochondrial plasmoid transference sequence. Oh, who am I trying to kid? I'm making all this up as I go along. Anyway, I've adjusted
What about
the
Sybil,
cloning
by the way?
tank, so we should be able to bring Max back as good as new.
Great, Dr. Mama Bosco. Let's do it.
I'll just need a sample of his DNA, one that's less than 1 week old.
A sample of his DNA that is less than 1 week old? Ah, this. Actually, let's try to talk to the other characters maybe first, no? It's not letting me. Talk to Stinky Minion.
Don't worry, Grandpa Stinky. I'm sure Mama Bosco will find some way to get you back into your real body.
Ah, no rush. I could get used to this one. I just wish I hadn't left my keys in the other body's pants.
Flint paper?
Do you have any of Max's DNA, Flint?
Sorry, Sam. You know I go to the spa and get a good exfoliating scrub and full delousing whenever I hang out with you guys. I'm gonna miss the little guy. He was a real borderline psychotic hero.
Well, yeah, yeah, whatever. Let's give her the snot.
No, this gob of snot is all I have left to remember Max.
Are you kidding? It's DNA, no? Isn't it?
Don't worry, Grandpa Stinky. Max is always climbing on top of me and beating me up. I've got to be crawling with his DNA, right, Mama Bosco?
I don't doubt it, Sam, but it's got to be fresh to work with my machines. Didn't you pick up anything that whole time you were inside his body?
If it's not that, then what else is it? Or do I use it with the machine? Cooking controls? No.
Try this, Mama Bosco.
Ah, yeah, okay, there we
It
go.
should be crawling with Max DNA. God knows what else.
Perfect. This should only take a few minutes. That should do it.
Welcome back, little buddy. What happened?
It looks like Max's DNA is just too weird for my machines to be able to reproduce. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry, Sam.
Tough break, Sammo. At least he went out saving the universe.
As president, I'd just like to offer my... I can't do this now. I just can't.
He's crying.
Super Ball, come back!
Super Ball is crying. No, that can't end with Max dying. Oh? Wait, it can't end like that, can it? Max will be back after the credits, I'm sure. I hope, anyway. I'm already changing the title screen, the title of the stream for the next game. Hello, Monica. We lost. We're out. Like I was saying, like I was telling Quellix earlier, I think I'm gonna be rooting for Denmark instead, I suppose, from now on. How's it going, by the way? Yeah, so sadly you missed the episode. It seems to be over. Yeah, and Switzerland is also out, sadly. Denmark is our last hope, yeah. You're rooting for no one? Not even your own country? Well, yeah, like I said earlier, yeah, if you're not interested particularly in football. But where's Max? Can't be that, can he?
Oh, hi, Sam.
Holy beer-battered princes of Maine and kings of New England in a glass-bottom boat with a trip-hop DJ and the second runner-up in the Miss Teen Oklahoma pageant. It's past Max in a time-traveling elevator.
What's shaking?
Max, I thought you were... Wait a second, where's the past me?
Oh, yeah, about that.
I think you got enough
Case, and
to
you
your
got
cousin
turned into
busted
a
a ton
giant
of stuff,
monster with
about a guy who had a heart
electromagnetic
attack.
powers, so
Yeah,
I had to blow you up.
I bet that
It
must
was
have
horrible.
made the news in your country. Yeah, makes sense.
So, wanna stop some crimes?
Let's. Where do we start, pal?
I heard there's a new supervillain in town called the Banker. He's created a board game that kills.
Okay, I changed the title of the screen through the Steam app, which I never use.
Has been summoning all her minions to her secret nest beneath the city, subsuming them into her blood-caked fur to form the unstoppable Uber Rat, Empress of Slaughter.
Oh boy, I can subdue her with my acid-slick whip-like tongue.
You don't have an acid-slick whip-like tongue.
Oh, well, I can still drool on her till she begs me to stop.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Well, I guess that concludes Sam & Max Season 3, The Devil's Playhouse. Doesn't it? Yeah, well, okay, we're done. I'm gonna have to set up things for the next game. I have a few things in OBS to change. But I'll be back straight away as soon as I'm done changing these things. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be right back in just a minute.